Hello, this is Chris with Protect Your Children Incorporated, protectyourchildren.org. An Amber Alert has been missing for 2-year-old, beautiful, precious Camilia Guzman. She's a white Hispanic female, 2 years old, about 3 foot 2 inches tall, weighing about 40 pounds, brown hair and brown eyes. She went missing from the 4600 block of De Leon Street in Fort Myers, Florida. She was seen with another man leaving with her. His name is Louis Valentine. We'll show you him in just a minute. We want to make a quick note that these Amber Alerts are usually canceled within the first few hours, like 99% of them, which is good news, but at the same time, the Amber Alerts are not that effective if you look up the stats. What most likely happens with a lot of these cases is that an Amber Alert is issued when it didn't need to be due to miscommunication, custody issues, or whatever, and we certainly hope that that is the case with this precious girl, Camilia Guzman. Now, the criteria for issuing an Amber Alert: you have to have the child's age. Child must be under 18 years old. Law enforcement belief. The law enforcement must have a reasonable belief that the child has been abducted and is in danger. You have to have descriptive information. There must be enough information about the child abductor, and the abduction. All right, NCIC entry. The child's information must be entered into the National Crime Information Center system. And law enforcement recommendation. The local law enforcement agency must recommend activation of the Amber Alert. We want to draw your attention to the third point: descriptive information. There has to be information about the child abductor, and the abduction. The child abductor, in this case, Louis Valentine, is suspected to be with this child. In all these cases, there's always a suspect. We want to tell you about a child here in a minute where there was never any suspect listed for his alert. Now, this here is 2-year-old Camilia Guzman. She may be in the company of this Louis Valentine. Take a look at that face. You recognize this guy? Fort Myers area of Florida, or this little precious girl. If you see these people, contact 911, contact Fort Myers Police, National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, contact law enforcement if you see that face or this little child anywhere. Now, let me draw your attention to missing child Zachary Bernhardt, who's now 33 years old. Now, we know that's a long time. He went missing in the year 2000 at 8 years old. 4 foot high, 6 inches, weighed 60 pounds at the time. He disappeared from his mother's bed. That's the narrative. Upstairs apartment, Clearwater, Florida, 4 o'clock in the morning. Mom goes out to take a quick swim, which she told police she never liked to do. She goes back in the house, takes a shower, turns around, and next thing you know, he's missing from her bed. Now, when they issued the Amber Alert, as you can see on your screen here, there was no information about a suspect at all. They never mentioned a suspect, but that is part of the criteria for an Amber Alert. Why is that? And then, 17 years later, 2017, in December, they reissued the Amber Alert again. Still no information about a suspect. So we find that very interesting that he met the criteria for an Amber Alert, but they never apparently had any suspect, any suspicions of who took this child. We've been investigating this case for about 3 years. We want to direct you to our website, protectyourchildren.org, and click on Zachary Bernhardt Missing to look at the videos and see the research that we've done to try to find this child who's now a man. We have reasonable belief that he is still alive, that he may be living under an alias, and that there are friends and possibly family who know what happened to him and maybe even where he is at, and they're not speaking. Now, that's just our opinion, but it would seem that way from the information that we've gathered. So please check it out, protectyourchildren.org/Zachary Bernhardt.